have today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Dolphins going up against the Chiefs. With that, we're up to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. We welcome in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick. Unsuccessfully.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
20 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal.
All right, no humor in this one in terms of laughing at the defense. But if you're the offensive play caller right now, you've got to have a big grin on your face. You look at your play sheet. Every play you look at is glowing at you. It's almost a neon saying, call me.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he lost the football. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
For the defensive guys, that's wrong on just about every level. You did so many things right. Knock the ball free. You're excited you're going to get the ball. And then the offense gets it back.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And his first look is incomplete. And on your screen, the offensive starters, Jarvis Landry, a guy that we profile.
Love his game. Not only is he going to beat you with athleticism, he's going to outwork you as well. And look for him to hurt you also in the kick return game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Tannehill. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that brings up fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now, 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to go. It's Tannehill surveying the field. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A first down carry here for Charles. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Play fake here on first down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And Landry just snuck into the top 10 this year in receiving yardage, 1,136, finishing the year with 94 catches.
And what makes him super dangerous is his ability to convert from being a wide receiver to a running back after making the catch. Because I've talked with a number of defensive backs in the NFL, and all of them, independent of each other, say the exact same thing. Tackling him in the open field is difficult, and he leaves an impact when you do actually bring him down.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Pass incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the
Jeremy Maclin. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, 65 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
For someone who piled up the yardage that Jay Ajayi did in 2016, I think it was a strange type of a year. How many runners do you know that will end the season with more 200-yard games on the ground than 100-yard games and end up over 1,000?
Very, very strange. 3 200-yard games, just one 100-yard game. All in all, though, how do you see a season? A rough start, but looked pretty good in the end.
Rough start, but a really good offensive line that continues to grow. I think the future's really bright for Jay Ajayi and the Dolphins next season.
They go play action here on first down. And caught by Cameron right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, it's Tannehill. He's got time. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Tannehill.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll try to run with a J. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the eye. They hand off to their big tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Marquise Gray taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They pitch it to Charles. Room here to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. Third down. They come out here in the eye. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the score.
Second down here. From the gun, here's Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 47 yards. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Smith, a hit as he throws there, incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that'll get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents. All right, that starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and minicamps. We get to see them on the field for the first time. And we start to get a bet.
Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. It's picked off by Jelani Jenkins. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They snipped it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time. And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Cameron, the man in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Tannehill now to give to Ajayi. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Ajayi. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jay Ajayi, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And his kick is right through. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there. And it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target. And it's 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They are going for it. It's Smith. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Cameron, the man in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Smith now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes Grant on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 2nd down now after the pass completion. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, was that Justin Houston breaking up a pass on his zone drop there?
It was indeed the former Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, normally what we talk about with him, rushing the passer. That's where he's really earned his reputation. But showing here he can be a complete player with that great speed of his.
Back to throw, Tannehill. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They snap it to Tannehill. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get
into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Charles, the low setback. And they'll give it to him here. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And Conley's got it over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Charles. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
And now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jarvis Landry from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Smith now to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Smith now on second down. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on second down is Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Koamisi. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's Tannehill. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill finding time. And that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again. Now 4th down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's got time in the pocket. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
So after that stop, you know that 3rd down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jay Ajayi stops short of the 1st. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give them 16 on the pickup, and the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
On 1st down, Smith. Screen pass to Charles. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. And quickly they get to the line. Now it's Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field.
Let's go, intercept, Raider, let's go.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hey, undercrush. Hey, blue 10, dagger. 13.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to force it into his receiver, Landry. 3rd down here.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down. Cameron, the man in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. The big fella. and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
It's complete to Parker, left side. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Cameron, the man in motion. Throwing now, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Cameron, the man in motion. Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. Cameron, the man in motion. On 4th down, Tannehill. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. Here's Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins getting set to go here. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it. All those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Tannehill going to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. Cameron the man in motion. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He's going to take another shot here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Throwing now, Tannehill. Surveying the field. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket. But that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
Tannehill throwing again. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Jordan Cameron is tied in the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Throwing again is Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. Again, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?